All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here this evening. We'll get started. Todd, I saw your hand go up first. You can go ahead and start us off.
Hey, Coach, are you feeling snake bit?
Yeah, do you know what? If it wasn't for bad luck, we'd have no luck in front of the net, right? So it's just one of those age-old things. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and but at least we're taking them. I mean, yeah, I think we're just starting to second guess, taking that extra touch. I think when you've got attackers that are on song, they're potent, right? It's one-touch finishes. I mean, I used the Carlo Ancelotti quote to our strikers, who talked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's coached some of the best strikers in the world, and he said, "Listen, most of the goals are scored with one-touch finishes, and you can tell that when we're taking extra touch, we're wanting to be perfect. We probably just need someone to go off the backside or get us running again, a little bit like what we had in the first couple of games."
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Todd. Charlie, you can go ahead next.
Hey, Tommy. It looked like, I don't know, a bit of a chippier one out there with some of the tackles and the yellow cards and whatnot. Just what did you make of maybe the tempo of the game?
And it was chaotic. We didn't think it was evenly officiated, just in terms of consistency. We're okay with a chippy affair as long as there's consistency. There didn't seem to be, in our opinion. So we had to talk at half time about, listen, just keep playing our way and let the ball do the talking. And I thought second half we did. We got out of the chaos. We started playing around them. We started playing through them. We started creating chances. I've just seen the replay back on Mo Farsi. It's a penalty. These are little things that, when you're on top and you're full of confidence, they start falling for you. So, it's we just got to keep moving forward.
Fair enough. Maybe just to expand on the first question a little bit, Anthony Novak. I mean, I think he's doing a lot of things right. Mm-hmm. Before the finishing, he was dropping deep quite a lot today, and he had the chances. Just what do you say to a player when maybe they're not going in for them, just to maybe stop them from getting in their own head?
Yeah, do you know what? I think he's taken that extra touch. He's one of them where he's wanting it to be perfect. And I think if you look at him in the first couple of seasons, he's instinctive, and that's what we like about him. But sometimes, here's the thing, we use this age-old one. It's 286 days between games, and your instincts need to be sharpened. And when you're tired and you're forever on this hamster wheel, we're asking a lot of these guys. It's not just ours. We watched Pacific and Halifax. It was a terrific game last night. Same sort of thing where, the guys are just getting there and they're exhausted and it's just not falling for them. So we're asking a lot. We're going to keep giving them as good as we can. Things will be a lot different when we're back home at Spruce Meadows on the grass, on a nicer pitch. That turf's hard as hell and it's bouncing everywhere. So the lads are just losing that little bit of instinct. That's all.
Thank you so much, Tommy.
Thank you, Charlie. Stuart, you can go ahead next.
Hi, Tommy. 2 points from a possible 12. Is there any worry that these points could become important later on at the end of the season, or how do you force yourself not to think that way right now?
Quite easily, because we've won every table going in regular season and got nothing to show for it. So really, actually, this is probably doing us a favour, where if we finish in fourth place, nobody will remember. It's how we finish in the playoffs. So for us, getting enough points here, try not to get everybody injured, trying to find a little bit of pattern. We're playing 8 away games to start this tournament. We haven't played at Spruce Meadows since 2019. There's a lot of factors here that would need to be taken in consideration. But 2 from possible 12. I mean, like I said, we won 7 in a row in our first games of season 2019. Did us no favours whatsoever, other than we were guaranteed a final. So we'll continue to put points on the board as best as we can. These are good challenges, and it'll make us harden for the playoffs.
Cheers. Thanks, Tommy.
Sorry, Brandon, go ahead.
Thanks, Paige. Hi, Tommy. Just wanted your thoughts on, the 1 point, but also the clean sheet tonight.
Yeah, I mean, clean sheet's good. You're seeing right now the parity and performance paradox. The parity in that every team is that much better. The paradox, the performance paradox, is you're forever in that 2-day loop where right now we've got to go in, recover, refresh, back in the hotel, can't escape from it. Then the next day is prep and looking at video. It's just that, I said, COVID's brought on a lot of hamster wheel for everybody. So for us, having that games has been escaped. Clean sheet is good because what it's done is we solved one thing about stopping the counter-attack, because York are very dynamic in that. They got great legs. We nullified that. So we're happy in that. We're happy with our second half performance. And once the goals come, we'll be what we're worried about. You'll see this with a lot of games now. Other than Valor, everybody's just dropping points, taking them off each other. So we're still within the mix. There's no worry. We'll play the long game.
And then follow up to that, especially with that the changes for the second half in terms of tactics, especially looking forward to the future, with Joe Mason coming into the side as well, not necessarily immediately, but with him in the picture as well, whether good times may be coming ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got to be cautious. Listen, we'd love to play our best 11 in our mind. We told everyone at the start of this, they'll all get an opportunity to make a claim for it. We've got 22 starting players. They'll get their time. Everybody's at different stages. So, Sergio Camargo, we're managing his stages coming through, and then he's had a setback. Ollie was on his return after the devastating broken leg, has had a setback. Joe Mason has come from England. He's in the off season. We wanted to get him a full week. These guys that can play as a creative 10. Right now, we've got our creativity is coming from our wide areas, which is great. But when you have central, it's that missing link connecting between whether it's Selemani and Novak. I can't fault the lads because we're playing some terrific football. And if we're picking up 1-0 wins here, we get a penalty there, or Ali Musi's free kick goes in, or the cutback from Richard Luca gets in, or Dan Klomp's header goes in, we're suddenly saying, we're back to our best. We feel performance and our KPIs, we're playing as good a football as we have done. We're just missing that putting them away.
Awesome. Thanks, Tommy. Good luck for next match.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brandon. Anthony, you can go ahead.
Hey, Tommy. I just wanted to see if you could give a comment on Nik Ledgerwood's performance. He seemed to be everywhere, getting into people's faces, popping up in the box. What do you think of the captain's performance tonight?
I thought he'd give us our edge back. I think the last game was probably the one where we looked at it and went, it wasn't Cavalry football where we're on the front foot, we're attacking teams, we're in their face, we're upsetting them, stopping the counters, and he led from the front. I mean, we took him off there near the edge because he'd done this over his game load. And again, caution, we would rather have Nik for 70, 75 minutes and ready to play the next game than lose him after, for 4 to 6 weeks with a muscle strain. I thought he was terrific. And then I thought Joe DiChiara coming in, he stepped up the game. I thought he was terrific. Victor Lattori. But for me, the really pleasing one, Richard Luca is that entertaining player that keeps playing, keeps getting people into opportunities. And as I said, once we start scoring, they'll open the floodgates.
As you mentioned there, Richard Luca, how are you trying to manage his game time? Because he seems to be the game changer for you. Every time he gets the ball, there's an excitement. He looks like he's going to do something for you. How do you make that balance between not taking him off and keeping him on to get that goal?
Yeah, he's smashing. Again, it's preservation right now. We're still in what we call that pre-season with points. We're picking up as many as we can. We've got to be preserve energy. So for him, he's been brilliant. He hasn't played for almost 2 years. That's the sad thing. Ali Musi, very similar, 18 months, and the list could go on. So we've got to take that into account. All we've got to do is we want to finish in the top 4 by the end of the season, and then judges in the playoffs. Because, like I said, once you're in the final, everyone says, right, that's a successful season. We don't take into account how many points are won to get there. So we've changed our thinking this year.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thanks, Ant.
Thank you, Anthony. We'll wrap with our final question from Moses. Go ahead.
Thanks, Paige. Hi, Tommy. Hopefully things have been well in terms of weather-wise for you guys out in Winnipeg.
Well, at the stadium, yes. At training, yes. In the hotel, air conditioning.
Well, that doesn't hurt. ACs are definitely something you'll need, especially nowadays. But you're just going to talk about matters on the pitch. You may have mentioned this before. I just kind of came in a little bit late, but just in regards to, obviously the goalless drought. I don't think it doesn't seem like, at least today, compared to the game against Ottawa, even though the goals didn't come, the opportunities were there and aplenty. Was that something where, there's been a switch now, perhaps with either the coaching staff or you've seen from the players saying, you know what, we're just, half a centimeter away, or, just one thing going our way, and not really being discouraged in the end?
Yeah, and that's all we've got to do. It's hard when you're in this loop, right? Like I said, it's not as if we can then go back to our homes and escape from it a little bit and then go back to training and see each other again. We can't get away from each other, so then that compounds just the situation we're in. But at the end of the day, you take the Forge and the Ottawa game out. We've had in Ottawa we had some good performance. They've caught us on the counter attack, and then I'd rather see us going for an equaliser than just accepting the 1-0. We didn't, and it cost us a second goal. But I'd rather that fight, because that's how we play and that's how we learn. we can't buy them a goal. We can't really train too much tomorrow. We're going to do a ton of video again about these are the right areas we're getting in. We can just keep encouraging them. It's going to come down to now the players to just put it in the back of the net and make that net bulge. And we firmly believe we've got the right players. Finish strong. And then, like I said, judges at the end. Once we're in playoffs and we've got rhythm and we're playing at home, we'll be a different team. Right now, it's just a tough, long road trip, but it's only 2 games away from being done.
And finally, I know, Tommy, you love to use sports analogies when it comes to adversity or dealing with certain situations. I'm thinking boxing right now. What round are we in, and how are you kind of seeing this play out? This little stretch here in Winnipeg.
Yeah, we're going round after round without a knockout punch. I think that's the only thing. We've just got to get our knockout punch right. And I said, no excuses. We're now creating the chances. We're now looking at threat on set plays as well. For me, like I said, you just need that little bit of luck. Dan Klom's header goes in at the end. We're celebrating a win, and what a great performance. Referee gives the penalty. We're saying, yeah, you know what? We've earned it because we played through and we're in dangerous areas. It'll fall for us. The game's all about luck as well, and you just got to keep earning it. So for us, we'll keep moving forward. We'll keep encouraging the guys. They've not quit. They're not doing anything otherwise, and we'll be there in the end. I promise you.
Great. Thank you, Moses. Hi, Elliot. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, there we go.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Charlie, you can start us off.
Thanks, Paige. Hey, Elliot. Just what did you maybe make of the tempo out there? It looked like kind of a chippy one. I think Tommy used the word chaotic.
Yeah, I would agree. First half, I think it was very chaotic, which didn't suit us. But I think, the last 20 minutes of the game, we started, playing, and we got into some very dangerous areas. And I think that's just what we got to, sort of get out of that chaotic mode and start, maybe relaxing on the ball and sort of trusting each other and get playing, because that's when we look at our best.
As you said, you guys did kind of, grow into it and have a lot more chances toward the end. So do you come out of that game frustrated or feeling pretty good that it's going to come soon?
I think, sort of our culture will definitely come out of it, frustrated that we didn't come away with, 3 points, because we're always looking to win games. But, I think especially in this bubble, it's very, you can get down very quick. But, we have a game in, I think, 2-3 days. So it's, we've got to sort of put it down and put it to bed and move on to the next game. And, take some positive, like a clean sheet. It's the second one of the bubble. So, I think we've got to take the positives and trust the process. It's coming. We can see it's starting to come together. It's a new group. So I think we just have to be patient and, start punishing teams when the chances come.
Thanks, Elliot.
Anthony, go ahead.
Hey, Elliot. I was just wondering, like, from a player's perspective, how are you finding, like, this level of intensity, like, short space between games? Are you feeling like knocks, or how are you feeling yourself?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of mixed emotions because, the off season was so long. So, I think everyone, across the whole league is buzzing to be back playing football, because, that's what everyone loves to do. But yeah, it is tough, the schedule, because, we're sort of playing within 48 hours, playing a full 90-minute game. It's tough on the body, picking up little knocks, and then, going again at a very sort of intense level. It's hot outside. So there's a lot of factors that you can't control, but yeah, it's tough as well. Like, being in a bubble, it's, you can kind of get caught up a bit, mentally. Yeah, it's tough, but I think, we gotta look past it, be happy to be back playing and try and get positive results.
Thanks. Great game.
Thank you.
Robin, we'll sneak you in. This is our final question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wondered, as a player, we heard from Tommy about not scoring in 4 games, but you as a player, a midfielder, is there any discouragement from not being able to score?
No, I think it's, we just got to keep trusting the teammates around us. There's plenty of, quality in the team. We're getting in the good areas, which is, a positive to take. It's not like we're, not getting in those areas. So I think we just have to be patient, keep working and training, making the passes and the patterns that we're practicing, and, a bit of momentum, a bit of luck on a day. We score a few, and then from there, the ball's rolling.